Hello everyone and welcome to How to Game Tutorials second tutorial for Digimon World Cyber Sleuth. Okay, now we will be talking about the Digibank in details and Digivolution and what you will be looking at, what you need to look at, and why you need to evolve or devolve Digimon in the long run. Alright, so here's a good example. Let's start with the most important functions of all. If you haven't already known, the options over here we have is Digimon moving, basically the movement, the relocating of Digimon between the farms, the Digibank, and the party. Devolving and evolving, where you evolve your Digimons within these options only in the entire game. Your Digimons do not evolve anywhere else, and if you still haven't found your way to evolve your Digimon, this is the place where you want to go to evolve them. Then the third option is Digimon load, where you combine Digimons together for more skills and EXP, like in a mobile game. The fourth option is Digi Converter, where you hatch Digimons that you have scanned outside of battle, and you can hatch them to raise a new Digimon. The last option is data return, which basically return your Digimon into data format and puts them back into scan codes, where you can scan them at a later date or whenever you want to. Now, first of all, let's go straight into evolution and de-evolution. Now, evolution of Digimon, how do we do it? If you are a Digimon fan for long enough, you will know that your Digimons will be able to evolve in certain different levels. We've got the baby form, which is over there. We have the Yunianqi, or rather the baby type Digimon, baby form Digimon. Next up, we have the second level baby form Digimon. Then we have what we call the rookie Digimon. And after rookie Digimon, we will have our champion Digimon over here, as you can see. And after champions Digimon, you will see them evolve into ultimate Digimon and later on into mega Digimon. Now, what is evolving and devolving, and why do you need it? Obviously, because when you evolve a Digimon into the next level, it becomes 10 times stronger. It doesn't really become 10 times stronger, but it becomes a lot stronger. And after evolving, which I will give you an example over here, your Digimon will go back to level 1. Is that a good thing, you ask? Well, actually that's a great thing. Why? Because once you evolve them, I'll grab myself a Gaomon over here since I haven't had a Gaomon before. You see, my original stats of Kodomon is 480, 21, and blah blah blah. He's at level 11. Oh wait, I shouldn't be using this guy. I should be using this guy instead. But it doesn't really matter. Okay, so Kodomon over here, we will evolve him into Gaomon, and this is how you do it. You select your Digimon, the one that already has the prerequisites you need, and look to your right. These are the Digimons you can evolve to. I haven't seen this Digimon yet, so I don't know what it is. If it's grayed out and it says NG, it means you cannot evolve into it. And the reason you cannot evolve into it is because there are requirements that have not been met. Over here, on this white screen here, it will give you the requirement. It will tell you the requirements of what you need in order for your Digimon to evolve into it. The first one, of course, it says that I need it to be level 9, which is I'm past. Second one, I need at least 20 attack. Third one, I need 20 potential. And the fourth one, I need to have an item. It requires an item that it has to be carrying in order for it to evolve. Chances are it's probably an armor type Digimon. I mean, those armor evolutions, I don't know yet. But okay. Over here, you will see a Digimon that has fulfilled all the requirements that it needs, which is level 7 and above, more than a 30 attack and more than 30 agility. So here we go, we'll go ahead and evolve. Now, Kodomon used to be level 11. What happens when it evolves to Gaomon? Now here comes the fun part. First of all, your Digimon, after evolving, will have higher stats than whatever form it you became from. That is usually the case because it retains from the parent Digimon that it has evolved from. But what happens next, you will realize that this Gaomon is actually level 1. So every time you evolve a Digimon, it reverts straight back to level 1. And the best part about it is the amount of EXP that it needs for a level 1 Digimon. Over here we have a baby Digimon. It requires, this is the Vmon. Let's go for a baby Digimon. Yes, it requires 15 EXP to go to level 1. And Gaomon on the other hand at level 1 also requires 15 EXP over here. What it means that if you keep evolving and devolving your Digimon at a very constant rate, like you do it over and over, your Digimon will keep going back to level 1 and gain the ability and gain its stats through leveling up all the way to the max level. Then when you devolve it or when you evolve it, it goes back to level 1 and your stats will just keep going higher. Of course, there is a math calculation behind it, and there is something that called a cap, and you will probably never be able to surpass it, but you will be able to train your Digimon to a fully maxed out stats in the long run if you just keep evolving and devolving. And over here, now that you have learned how to evolve and devolve Digimon, we are going to look at certain requirements that you will be looking at within the Digimon itself for evolution. Alright, over here you can see that my Metagreymon, the blue one, the virus version, has certain requirements that have not been met. How do you look at these requirements? I will explain it over here. First requirements you will usually always need is your level, which is on the top right, in the top left corner of the screen. That will be your level, and you have a maximum level to begin with. So if you ever have a Digimon that is unable to reach that level, then you will have to do something about it. The way is to devolve the Digimon so that it gains, every time you devolve a Digimon or evolve it, it will gain a higher level cap. So you have to just go to that level, devolve it, go back to that Digimon again. You will see that it has a higher level cap than before. Then you can evolve it to the next evolution that you will want. But okay, that's maybe I'm making it sound too confusing, but technically just take it that if ever there is you can't hit a level that you want, devolve the Digimon, then evolve it again. There is no other way to do it. Okay, now secondly, the status you want to look at is the HP status. If you hit a certain amount of HP status, that will be one of the requirements. For the second row, it will be the SP. SP meaning your special points or mana points. You know, it doesn't really matter how you put it. Third is your attack. You have to hit certain attacks for most Digimon to get to the next level. Fourth one, on the fourth row is your defense. On the fifth row, it's your intelligence, and on the sixth row, it's your agility. All these you will have to match, mix and match with the requirements itself. And the only way to add them is very simple. Just devolve your Digimon, evolve it, devolve your Digimon, evolve it, and your stats will keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. But take note, you want to level it up first before you devolve, because I believe there is like what the Digimon does when it devolves it only retains a percentage of the parent's Digimon or of the base Digimon, like most other Digimon games. And in order for you to hit a really high stats, you're probably going to have to first put that Digimon into a Digifarm, have it train at a certain stats, and then when it does, you level it up. During the level up, you will gain more stats for that specific status that you want, that attribute that you want, and then finally you will be able to hit the requirements that you need. Now, the next one up is potential. Now, this potential number is actually the hardest to get in the game, because you will see here that I have this Digimon is probably Black Wargreymon, considering what the requirements that are needed. It requires a potential of 20, and the only, and I mean the only way to get a potential to go up is by devolving the Digimon, then evolving it again. As of now, I'm not absolutely sure whether or not after you devolve the Digimon, then you level it to max, or you just level it to the point where it can evolve again, will have a change in, will allow a difference in the increase in potential. But bottom line is, to get that potential, you have to devolve your Digimon and evolve it again. That's it. Now, next one up beside potential is your friendship value. Friendship value are gained very easily through two things. One is by battle. Sorry about that sound. One is by battle, and the other is by throwing meat, feeding meat, sorry, to your Digimon in the Digifarm. Now, this is the stats that you will always be looking at for de-evolution and evolution. These are what you will be looking out for. The rest of the stats, your what is that called, trait and your EXP, those are not exactly needed. Well, now that you know what is needed, we will go to the skills. Alright, skills. Now, here's the thing about skills. When you evolve or devolve a Digimon, you will retain skills from the original Digimon. So what can happen here is, I'm going to show you a quick example. Is now that you see that Elecmon just now that I have evolved into, alright, Elecmon might not be the best candidate to do it since it only has one rookie version. Let's take a look at... Alright, we have... I think Cupidmon works. Alright, Cupidmon can... No, wait, Cupidmon, I'm using it for something else, I'm sorry. Okay, Numemon. Alright, as you can see, Numemon over here, it has the skills Ice Ice Archery, sorry. Then we have Anti-Paralyze, and we have Venom Drop. Well, Speed Break. Oh, it has Speed Break. Oh my god, I'm only using this. Okay, so an example here is I want Speed Break in another Digimon. I don't want it to be Etemon. I don't want it to be this. I have no idea who this is. I don't want it to be Monzaemon. I want it to be someone else. So if I want Speed Break on my Garurumon, I know Gabumon can turn into Garurumon. What's going to happen is I will devolve it. This Numemon evolved from someone else. I'm not sure what it is, but whatever it is, you see a Numemon that devolves back to Gabumon, then you will see some very interesting things. One is my potential went up, and what is most important is I retain the skills that came from Numemon, and it is all on Gabumon now. Now what I can do next is I can get Gabumon to evolve into Vidramon or Dorugamon, or definitely Garurumon, in order for it to have those skills that Numemon used to have. This is what you need to do if you want to retain skills in Digimon through Digivolution. Okay, that will be more or less the basics that I've talked about evolving and devolving. We will not next go into certain requirements that is very interesting, which is Jogress evolution. Is one of the harder things to do. I am unable to show it to you as of now, but I will show it to you once it's ready, because first of all, I am aiming for this specific evolutions that requires me to have Devimon at 100% friendship, and these are the requirements that I have not done at all. One is I need to open dimensional space. I need to have 100% friendship with Anjumon as well in my party. I need to have 80 potential. I need to have an attack of over 120, and I need to be above level 60. These requirements probably will make me evolve and devolve Anjumon for up to like Devimon and Anjumon for up to like 30 times. Alright, sorry, 12 times. No, 15 times if I want to hit 80, because every time I devolve and evolve, it's only a +5. So, with that being said, and with you guys understanding how Jogress evolution, how all the stats work in evolving and devolving itself. I hope the video helps, and this is Digibank Evolutions 101. That's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if there are any questions involving evolutions and all that, I am able to translate parts of the Japanese wiki after all, and I have other friends who can do it. We will help you as long as you ask us. Do feel free to ask us in the comment section, and we will do our best to help. Alright, that's it for now. How Da Game signing off.